Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om 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 Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naranchaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devin Saraswatin Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayasu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavata Uttamashloke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naischiti
Bhaktim Bhagavata
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namah.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1, text number 23. 2.1.23. The chapter name is The First Step in God Realization. There's a discussion between Parikshit Maharaj and Śukadeva Gosvāmī is happening. Parikshit Maharaj asking the question for the benefit of all the common men, and Śukadeva Gosvāmī is giving the answer. So the previous sloka we discussed that Śukadeva Gosvāmī, Parikshit Maharaj is asking what is the for common who are not devotees, so what is the ultimate way they have to engage their mind. So now today slokas Śukadeva Gosvāmī is replying for that. So let us get into the sloka now. Please repeat the sloka begin me. Śrī-śuka uvāca
śrī-śuka
jita-sano jita-śvāso
jita-sano jita-śvāso
jita-saṅgo jitendriyaḥ
jita-saṅgo jitendriyaḥ
sthūle bhagavato rūpe
sthūle bhagavato rūpe
manaḥ sandhārayed dhiyā.
sandhārayed
Word by word meaning, please repeat begin me. Śrī-śuka uvāca. Śukadeva Gosvāmī said.
Śukadeva Gosvāmī said
Jita-āsanaḥ.
jita-āsanaḥ
Controlled sitting posture.
controlled sitting posture
Jita-śvāsaḥ.
jita-śvāsaḥ
Controlled breathing process.
controlled breathing process
Jita-saṅgaḥ.
jita-saṅgaḥ
Controlled association.
controlled association
Jita-indriyaḥ.
jita-indriyaḥ
Controlled senses.
controlled senses
Sthūle.
sthūle
The gross matter.
in the gross matter
Bhagavataḥ.
bhagavataḥ
Unto the personality of Godhead.
unto the personality of Godhead
Rūpe.
rūpe
In the feature of.
in the feature of
Manaḥ.
manaḥ
The mind.
the mind
Sandhārayed.
sandhārayed
Must apply.
must apply
Dhiyā.
dhiyā
By intelligence.
by intelligence.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnavani S.T. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. Śukadeva Gosvāmī answered.
Śukadeva Gosvāmī answered,
One should control
one should control
the sitting posture,
the sitting posture,
regulate the breathing process
regulate the breathing process
by the yogic pranāyāma,
by the yogic pranāyāma,
and thus control the mind and senses, and with intelligence apply the mind to the gross potencies
the gross potencies
of the Lord,
of the Lord,
called the virāṭ-rūpa.
called the virāṭ-rūpa.
Purport. The materially observed mind of the conditioned soul does not allow him to transcend the limit of the bodily conception of self, and thus the yoga system for meditation, controlling the sitting posture and breathing process and fixing the mind upon the supreme is prescribed in order to mold the character of the gross materialist. Unless such materialists are able to cleanse the materially observed mind, it is impossible for them to concentrate upon thoughts of transcendence. And to do so, only fix one's mind on the gross material or external feature of the Lord. The different parts of the gigantic form of the Lord are described in the following verses. The materialistic men are very anxious to have some mystic power as a result of such a controlling process. But the real purpose of yogic regulations is to eradicate the accumulated dirty things like lust, anger, avarice, and all such material contaminations. If the mystic yogi is diverted by the accompanying feats of mystic control, then his mission of yogic success is a failure, because the ultimate aim is God realization. He is therefore recommended to fix his gross materialistic mind by a different conception and thus realize the potency of the Lord. As soon as the potencies are understood to be instrumental manifestations of the transcendence, one automatically advances to the next step, and gradually the stage of full realization becomes possible for him. ओम अज्ञान तिमिरंधस्य ज्ञानांजन शलाके चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाद पाशाशते शतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा। So today's sloka, Śukadeva Gosvāmī is replying this. The previous sloka, Parikshit Maharaj was asking what the material, who are all materially engrossed people, how they can come into the path of bhakti. What is the way they have to follow? That's what he was asking. So there are two types of people in this world, devotees and non-devotees. Non-devotees they are called demons. So demons, why we are calling them demons means they all having the material attachment, and also they're always their senses. They wanted to gratify only their own senses. That's why they are calling us demons. But devotees, in the other hand, they are not willing to gratify their senses. They always anxious to gratify the senses of the Lord. So how can I satisfy the Lord? That is the thinking of the devotees. That's why they are all called devotees. Why the other people, and other than the devotees, all the other people are called demons. Why they are called as demons? Because they are always thinking about their own sense gratifications. How can I gratify my senses, right? And in how to make them, how can those kind of people, materially engrossed people, how can they get into the path of bhakti? Because devotees, they understood, they heard from they accept the authority of the spiritual master. They are following the sadhu sastra, guru sadhu sastra, and they have the faith on the Lord. That's the reason they are able to get into the devotional service. They are leaving their sense gratification easily, and they are getting into the bhakti yoga. So directly getting into the bhakti yoga. But in the other hand, the other common people, they may not be able to get into the bhakti yoga like the devotees, because first of all, they don't have the faith, and also they are more on their bodily concept of life. So they wanted to always, how can I maintain my body? How can I satisfy my senses? They always in the mood of, in that way they will think. So here you can understand that this yoga system, this pranayama system, it was there. It was a very old system. Here Śukadeva Gosvāmī also giving those systems to get into the proper path. So here you can understand that the breathing process and the sitting in a particular posture, this yoga system, all are to regulate a person. It is not a ultimate goal of life to get into the yoga, doing the pranayama. That is not the ultimate goal of life. Those are all the subsystems to get into the connect with the Lord. These are the subsystems. It will help to connect with the Lord directly, indirectly. So first of all, he is talking about the yogic system. Yoga means came from the word yog. Yog means which is connecting. Yog means which is connecting the things. So the thing which are useful to connect with the Lord, that things are called yoga. So the sitting posture and the posture, whatever the people used to do, the name of, currently you are seeing that there are yogasanas. People are teaching the yogasana multiple places. There are multiple postures they are doing. So people are in the concept currently also, people are in the same concept of life that yoga is for body only. Their mentality is body only. Who are teaching them, therefore those people are also not aware, and who are all learning that those people are not aware. Because the bodily concept of life, it is only, this body is only for this life. And we don't want to give so much importance to this body. We have to give the importance, but we don't want to, because anyway, your body is going to get a disease, your body is going to do old. Whatever activities, whatever the posture you do, whatever the yogasana you do, your body is going to have all those problems. So better not to waste the time on taking care of only the body. The intelligent person, they will take care of the soul, because the soul is always going to be exist. So the intelligent person, he aware of the soul, so he will work for the soul. But the gross people, materialistic people, they are not aware of the part of the soul. They will always in the bodily concept of life. This is my body, this is my life, this is the only life I have. So I have to live this life in the fullest way. So I want to enjoy the thing. So the yoga, the specific thing, the yoga posture and all, why we are doing, to control our mind, control our bodily, control our senses in a particular point. So that is the main reason for the yoga. But currently what people are doing, so I can do the yoga. If I do the yoga, I will be more healthy. I can enjoy this life more. So that is the concept currently. The people are who are teaching, they are also not aware what is the purpose of doing the yoga. So yoga, the literal meaning is which is connecting to the supreme. That is called yoga. So otherwise, currently whatever the people are doing, it is just a gymnastic exercise only. We can't call them as a yoga. Those are all the gymnastic exercise, whatever they are doing. And the next thing is regulating the breathing process. So the pranayama, through pranayama, we can regulate our breathing process. So the pranayama, see, the olden days people, if you heard about the great yogis and all, they won't have the food regularly, and they live their life with the air, the life air, whatever the air, with the breathing of the air only they used to live. And what they will do, they will concentrate using that air, controlling the air controlling the breathing. They used to concentrate on the Lord. So that will also help concentrate on the Lord. So the yoga and the pranayama, all the systems, these are the subsystems to get into the path of bhakti. But in the current society, we all are stuck with only the yoga and pranayama that will helpful for our body and living long and do the sense gratification. So this is and also Lord is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that all these processes, if you following this yogic process, following the pranayama process, all those things are for the less intelligent person, because they are unable to they don't have the faith on the Lord directly. So we need to bring them into the gradually in this through the yoga, pranayama, and they make them sit in place and control their mind and control their senses. And through that, then the next level, they need to take it into the God realization to understand. They have to concentrate on the virāṭ-rūpa of the Lord. So this is the process Śukadeva Gosvāmī is giving to the people, common people who are not in the bhakti yoga. And also in Prabhupada, in this sloka, Prabhupada, the purport, he is explaining about the three things. The materialistic people, how they are, how they are connected with what are the dirty things are with the materialistic people. So what is the purpose of yoga? He is explaining, but here we can see the real purpose of yogic regulation is to eradicate the accumulated dirty thing, lust, like lust, anger, and avarice, and all such material contamination. The yogic process, whatever the yogic process is, we have to learn the yoga, whatever the pranayama we are doing, that should be useful to remove this lust, anger, and avarice, and material contamination. Currently, they are doing it to the gross level, to getting into the sense gratification, and materially they want to be happy. So that is, they are understood the yoga process and the pranayama process in a different way. So that won't help for anybody, because that will, whatever the yoga process, whatever the gymnastic process, pranayama they are doing, it won't help for anybody. And if you see the lust, greed, and anger, Krishna talked about lust, greed, and anger in Bhagavad Gita in 2nd chapter. The 2nd chapter, 62 verse number 62. So Krishna is talking about these three things. So we'll discuss those things. Dhayato vishayam pumsaham sangataya prajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodha abhijayate. So what Krishna is saying that by contemplating the object of senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. How we are getting the anger? So this is the way Krishna is saying. This is the way we are getting there. We are contemplating on the sense objects. So how can we enjoy our senses? So how can we use our senses for the material enjoyment? So when we are contemplating that way, so that then we are what we are developing, a person is developing the attachment for the particular material thing, and so that material attachment, it is developing the lust on that attachment. So from that lust, we are getting the anger. So sometimes it may or may not be able to achieve. So then we'll get the anger arises from that. And also, whatever the sense perception, if it is not in the limit, if it is going beyond the limit, whatever sense gratification we are doing, it will give the problem to us. Whatever the things you are thinking, according to our senses, ear, eyes, nose, and mouth, whatever we are eating, everything, all the senses, if you consider, if it is going beyond your limit, you will get a problem to your bodily problem you will get. And from that, you will all the inconvenience, it will get into the inconvenience way. For example, if you want to eat globe jamun, you like globe jamun. Okay, you see the globe jamun, there's a bottle of globe jamun is there. Maybe some 100 pieces are there. If you are taking 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, so since we are attached to the sweet, so we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even after 5, you will feel, okay, it is enough, I can't take more, I will feel vomit. So still, if you take more, what will happen? You will get into the problem. We will vomit everything, and because there is a limit for the material enjoyment. And like that, everybody nowadays we are using the earphone. I want to hear the filmy songs. It's a romantic songs I want to hear. They'll keep the earphone and they are 24 hours they are hearing the song. What will happen by hearing that? Again, the problem, you will get continuously, if you are keeping the earphone in your ears, then you will get the problem to your ears. By seeing, you are seeing addicted to the movie, addicted to the seeing the YouTube and the mobile and all, then what will happen? Again, it will affect your eyes. So whatever the material things, material enjoyment, sense enjoyment we are trying to do in this material world, everything has a limit. If it is going beyond the limit, it will take it into a problem. And that will create first of all, it will create an attachment, a lust. Then that will create, again, it will get into the anger. This is what Krishna is saying in this sloka. And the next sloka is continuation of the previous sloka, 2.63. Krishna, what is he saying that? Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibaramaha, smriti varamsat buddhi nasho, buddhi nasat pranasyati. What is he saying? From anger, complete delusion arises. From delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one fall down again into the material pool. So here, so from anger, so we will be deluded. We will be deluded into that material. We will lost our intelligence. So when we have lost our intelligence, we lost our memory. Then in the anger, what we are doing, we can't control ourselves. We will get into the material pool. This is the explanation Krishna is giving in this. What is going to happen if it is lust? Lust will create anger. Anger will create intelligence lost and memory loss. And in the 6.26, Krishna, what is saying again? Raga desha vimuktisto vishayan indriyastaran atmavasyir videsh yatma prasadam adi gacchati. But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. So here Krishna is explaining. So the previous two slokas we discussed, lust, greed, anger, and how the memory is getting lost, how the intelligence it will take into the intelligence, because we are even when we are trying to in the sense object, sensual gratification. But here Krishna is talking about the person free from all such attachment, all such material attachment. So he is able to, the person can control who is able to control his senses. Suppose you are taking the gulab jamun, okay, let me take one or two, that is enough. It's kind of a control. Even though we are liking more, we won't take much. Okay, little bit is enough. And we are following the regulative principles. Regulative principles, the Kali Yuga, the regulative principles, it is required to, we should follow strictly the 4 regulative principles which are there in the Vedas. We have to follow strictly. We should not have the illicit sex. We should not, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. These are the 4 regulative principles. If you follow the 4 regulative principles and if you are able to, then that will take into the next level of connecting with the Lord. That's what we'll get the mercy of the Lord. Yes, we are controlling, because even though we are, all the sense gratification things are available surrounding us, we are not addicted to that. We are controlling ourselves by following the regulative principles. Then what will happen? See, controlling our senses, it is a kind of a, we are putting ourselves in a jail. But that will give the freedom. That will give the freedom. That's what Krishna is saying. That will give the freedom that we can obtain. Okay, we are not, we are putting ourselves in a particular circle. So, okay, this is my limitation. I won't go beyond that. So that is the way we are surrounding ourselves. So we will feel free there. If you are not controlled our senses, then what will happen? We will connect with all the material attachment, material things, and we are getting into the problems of our bodily problems and bodily lust. Then it will create anger. Then all the problems will come one by one. So by following the regulative principle, we will get the mercy of the Lord. So that is the thing Krishna is saying in this sloka. So, and in this today's purport, again, we are talking about the regulative principle, whatever the sitting posture and the relative breathing, like yoga, pranayama, all those things, it will helpful only for if you are using it through this, these are the means through which you can connect to the Lord. If you're using this way, then we can get into the path of bhakti. And these are the indirect way of getting into the path of bhakti. If you are following yoga, pranayama, and then concentrate on the Lord. But there is another way. Directly we can connect with the bhakti through bhakti yoga also. So the bhakti yoga, the intelligent person when catch hold of bhakti yoga, In Bhakti Yoga, just we need to follow the rules and what are the regulative principles we have to follow. Then we should have the faith on the Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Then we can get the mercy of the Lord easily. So this is the sloka we discussed today. And let us discuss about today is the Amalaki Ekadasi. It is a very auspicious day. So one of the
Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, sorry to interrupt. I have one question arising. Can I ask one question?
Prabhu, after this, we'll discuss the question.
Okay.
After this discussion.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So the Amalaki Ekadasi, today is the Amalaki Ekadasi. So once upon a time, there was a king called Chitraratha. So he was a great king, and he was a great devotee of the Lord, and he was doing all the regulative. He was following the regulative principles, and he was taking care of the kingdom very nicely. In his kingdom, all the four varnas, like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, all are following all the regulative principles. All are God conscious people. So the entire kingdom was flourish. And one day, what happened? He was to the particular day on the Amalaki Ekadasi day. He asked all the people in his kingdom to strictly follow the Ekadasi. So the particular day, they are all joined together, and there is a Vishnu temple. That Vishnu temple, if you see the old temples, there is a tree near to the temple. That is Sthala Vriksha. We'll call this Sthala Vriksha. They will keep the Sthala Vriksha. So in order to preserve, this is the intelligence of our ancient our forefathers. Yes, the people, they know that Kaliga people is more dangerous mind. They will destroy all the nature. They will destroy all the trees and all the animals. That is the reason yes, there should be if you want a balance and harmony society, all the living entities should live peacefully. Animals, even animals and plants and trees as well. So that is the reason all of our worship is connected with animals as well as if you see any Devi Devata, they will connected with they will sit under any tree, or they will have any one of the animal as their transportation vehicle. Even from lion onwards, it is their lion. Even the mouse also a transport of a Vinayaka. So that is the reason we should not kill any of the animals. That is and also the Dala Vriksha, they will keep the Vriksha in the temple, so that people will worship the Vriksha. That because of these trees and the animals, there is an imbalance in the society. We can live peacefully to satisfy our material needs. Those things are assisting us to materially take care of our body and mind. And once it is taken care, then automatically we can live peacefully. Then we can connect with the Lord. So if you see the current situation in the Bangalore, there is no water scarcity, this and that. Why it is happening? We destroyed all the, earlier it is called as a garden city. Now it has become a concrete city. Because everywhere we destroyed, we removed all the trees, plants, and we built a big apartments. Now we are saying that water scarcity, this and that. So it is because of we are thinking that we are in the modern age, we are the intelligent people, but it is affecting. But we are not intelligent people, because the olden people, the ancient people, they were intelligent. They used to worship the trees, plants, and as well as the animals, so that there's a peaceful society they lived in the Vedic time. So coming back to the story, this Thala Vriksha, it was there. They were all worshipped. The particular Vishnu temple, the Amla tree, the gooseberry tree was the Thala Vriksha. So everyone was worshipping the tree, and under the tree, the king and all the other, the prajas and the kingdom people, everybody sat and they are hearing the Lord's pastimes. The whole night they are the Jagran, means the whole night, the entire night they awake and they were discussing about the Lord. They are doing the kirtan, they are doing the dancing, all the things they are doing. One of the hunter who is hunting the forest, who is to live in the forest, he saw there is a light in the city. Night also it is happening, because this is the festival day. So Ekadasi day is a festival day. So he saw, and there is a festival is happening. So what he did, he came from this forest and he near to the place where the Ekadasi fasting people are doing, and they are doing the worshipping, and they are doing the kirtan and all those stuffs. He was, the whole night he was sitting and he was watching what is happening there. Since this person, he was sitting and he was watching there, he only did that only. He was not aware what is kirtan, what is Lord and all, because he is the hunter. He was staying in the jungle only. He just saw and he left the place. And once he left and he went to the home, and then the same day he left his body. He died. So since he was associated with the devotees and he heard the kirtan, he on the particular Amalaki Ekadasi day, he was just connected with the, he was just saw, that's all. The whole night he was saw. Yes, then Lord took that as a, he followed the virāṭ. Then what he did, he gave the benediction that he born in the next birth, he became a king, the great king. He became a great king in the next birth. So the next birth, he was a great king. He was staying, he was ruling. He was also doing the proper. Since he took the Vrata in the Amalaki Ekadasi day, he got the next birth as a great king, is a great wealth, and he was ruling the country very well. And one day he was going for the hunting in the forest, and he lost his way, and he was searching here and there. He unable to go back to his palace. So he became tired. He slept under a tree, and that time the forest, the tribals who are enemy to this kingdom. So what they did, they trying to kill the king. That time there's a great there is a beautiful woman with a Sudarshan Chakra came out from the body of the king, and they killed all the tribals there. But the king are not aware what happened. He slept. But after some time, he woke up and he saw surrounding him, there are all the tribals are died. Everybody's died there. All the dead bodies were there surrounding him. So then he woke up and he understood that Lord Vishnu, he came and saved him when he was doing that, when he was sleeping. So this is the story why we are discussing. It's Amalaki Ekadasi day. Today is Amalaki Ekadasi day. This day it is so much auspicious. Knowingly, unknowingly, somebody heard about the Lord, somebody heard about the kirtan, somebody can see the Lord or see the devotees, then it will have so much auspicious. Lord take this as a, okay, this person also doing the fasting kind of, and he is giving the abundant benediction. So this hunter, he became a king in the next life, and he gave the benediction to, he became a devotee of the Lord also. And the Lord personally came and saved him from the tribals. So from this is the reason we need to, this Ekadasi named to become Amalaki Ekadasi. And this today's, if possible, you can go and circumambulate any Amalaki tree, Amla tree. You can circumambulate and worship. And if it is not there, you can worship the Tulasi plant at home. So please, today is the Ekadasi day. Please chant nicely and engage in the try to engage more of spend your more time on chanting the holy name of the Lord and hearing the word of the Lord and reading something. So that, because Ekadasi day is the very dear to Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. So if you do the fasting, then we will also get the mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.